Hey guys, today we have someone who while back in college started making creatives for different brands. Then he entered into the field of UI UX designing and worked with brands like Housing.com, eventually ending up as the head of design for an academy. Then he quit his job after 2.5 years and started his own company 10kdesigners.com, which basically is a school where you learn about UX, UI, UX design. It's basically a cohort, if you can say. So yeah, how has this journey been from being a graphic designer, then a UX designer, then an entrepreneur, now eventually ending up as a teacher?
It's been great, man. Thanks for having me here. Looking forward to this conversation.
So
For me, it's been very because the main reason is because I've never been able to settle on one definition of who I want to be, which is it's always kept changing, and that has forced me to get into these new areas, which is like from computer science engineer, figuring out graphic design, figuring out UI UX design, to then figuring out being as a UI UX designer at a company, being a freelancer, being startup founder, solo founder now, head of design. So I've sort of gone between roles a lot. Yeah.
So there's this thing I came to know that you had a fair share in Pajama Profit as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Author as well.
Yeah, also an author. So yeah, so basically the audience which we have is like they are school students and they don't know about different career options. So that is what we are solving for them, so that they take a good option from them. So in layman terms, Abhinav, who is a UI UX designer and what is the job role he has to do?
So the role of a UI UX designer is to make digital products and experiences. So to give you an example, let's say we are on Zoom, let's say the people who are watching this are watching this on YouTube right now.
Yep.
We're recording this on Zoom. YouTube and Zoom look a certain way, they work a certain way. But it doesn't have to be this way, right? The design could have been totally different. Like in terms of visuals, it could have been totally different. Like instead of video here, this thing, it could be like that. It could be, instead of just the video, there could be 2-3 other things along with it as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of the look, it can be different, but then also in terms of how it works, YouTube doesn't have to exactly be this way. So UI UX designer is someone who figures this out for somebody who wants to build digital products and services.
So, if in India, I don't think so. There is any formal education. So, if someone who is after done his 12th, how one can enter this field and what is the future of this in current scenario?
Yeah. The thing is that not just in India, but throughout the world, the reason why it's difficult to learn UI UX design from a traditional college kind of environment is that this is a field that moves really fast, which is the apps that you're using today. You didn't use them 5 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years before that, smartphones didn't exist, right? So it's a very fast changing field. And with something like college or university, where it's very textbook based, where the people who are teaching were practitioners, but back in their day, it gets really difficult to get practical knowledge. So there are a lot of UI UX design courses out there. For example, in India, you've got NID, which has equivalent courses. You've got IT Bombay, they've got this IDC program, which is also that. There's a bunch of good colleges like Shrishti in Bangalore, which does human-centered design, which is roughly equivalent. But very interestingly, this is the kind of field where most designers I work with don't have a degree. Me, myself, although I've done design, been a freelancer, even led a team at a startup that's now worth more than $1 billion, a startup unicorn, I don't have a design degree. And the very interesting part is most people I've spoken to are like this. They're from a commerce background. There's somebody who dropped out of CA. Like in my Unacademy team alone, there was somebody from electronics background, somebody from a commerce background, one person who went to design school, but for a different field, not exactly UX. Somebody who was a CA dropout, somebody who did architecture, somebody who did computer science. And the thing that's common amongst everybody is they've used the internet to self-learn. So with UI UX design, the options you have if you want to become a UI UX designer is you can definitely go to one of these courses, which is a 4-year program. there's a lot of boot camps out there which will condense that 4-year learning into 3 months or 6 months of practical
What you
real
can say,
experience.
right?
So 10K designers, for example, my company, that's what I run. So I run
Yep, yep.
about 2 or 3 cohorts every year where it's a small group of people and it's proper mentoring with assignments, and you make your portfolio and you get ready for jobs. So that's another option you have. And the third
Right.
option, of course, is use the internet to your advantage. Everything is out there. If you're motivated enough, that's something you can learn by yourself.
So I came to know that 10K designers has a high rate of rejection as well, more than an IIT.
Yeah. The tricky part is even if I wish it wasn't that way, it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it right now, the way I'm a solo founder.
Yeah.
10K designers is at this moment just me. And I have a few people who are helping out with other parts of the thing. I have a few freelancers who are working with me as well. Me, I cannot teach a batch of 100 or 1,000 students.
Yeah, yeah.
And for me to, and then even if I did, it would lose that personal touch.
Yeah.
So my whole idea around starting this is, can I start something that's actually small? And I mean, unfortunately, it won't be for everybody because each batch is so small, and in a year, I can only do that many batches. But then the good thing is that this is not the only option you have, which is you can definitely self-learn online as well.
So Abhinav, I would like to know that what would you suggest someone? So someone should learn graphic designing first, or then enter this field, or straightforward get into this field. So and yeah.
So if you look in terms of tools, as a graphic designer, your main tool would be Photoshop and maybe Illustrator as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to UI UX design, you don't need both of them. You need a separate tool, which is Figma. Figma is the main tool you'll be using as a UI UX designer. There's Figma, Sketch, and XD as well. Figma is the industry leading one. So technically, you don't need to do graphic design to become a UI UX designer. You can directly go after UI UX design. However, it's very common that a lot of UI UX designers will explore other fields. So you might get a little bit into graphic design. You might, let's say you make social media posts for yourself. You can do all of this in Photoshop, but you can also do this in Figma. So while you're designing screens, you can then design YouTube thumbnails. You can do ads. So you don't have to start with graphic design, but it's very common that people explore a little bit of multiple fields.
And what do you think that some skills that every UI UX designer must have, like if someone wants to enter this field, so someone can analyze themselves that whether they have this skill or not?
Yeah, I would say the first thing you can think about is the common misconception actually is to become a UI UX designer, you need to be good at drawing. You need to be good at sketching. And I was surprised when I first heard this, but it's something people believe because if you think from the perspective of design school, the entrance exams, they make you sketch, they make you draw. But the point is, for UX, you don't need to sketch or be good at drawing at all. Like zero, literally zero. And what you do need to be good at, the reason why you should become a UI UX designer, you can think about this yourself, is if you are interested in a creative field. Number one, that's this thing. By creative field, I mean, you like creating new things. And today, we spend most of our time on the internet. The kind of things you can create can, of course, be videos. You can do podcasts. You might creatively do things like thumbnails for your podcast. You might start something. But if you want to get more into the area of designing websites, designing web apps, designing iOS apps, Android apps, that's UI UX design. Other than that, if you're somebody who wants to work at the intersection of creativity and business, which is UI UX design is not just creativity. Like unlike graphic design, which is a little bit more of a creative field, UI UX design is not really to flex your creative muscle and come up with something unique. It's to come up with something that users understand and is the most simple way of doing things, the most efficient way of doing things. So if you want to get into a field that's a lot of problem solving, but does require a lot of creativity, which is thinking about how things can be better, then that's a good field.
And like I put this on my story so that we are having this interview. So many of my friends like they texted me ki how to get their first line and how to make their portfolio. Like without portfolio, no one get clients in freelancing business, right? So how to do that? How you did that? Yeah.
So you can think about your portfolio as a proof of work, which is you might be brilliant, but if somebody can't see that you're brilliant, if you're not putting the effort to show it, there's no proof of work.
Yeah.
So portfolio is basically a type of proof of work. To get proof of work, you first need to do the work. You need to do enough of it such that you're capable, you understand, and you can solve roughly any problem that comes. So only after you've done enough practice, worked on enough, let's say, product briefs or enough self-motivated practice, can you then make proof of work. And then that proof of work can be of different types. So for example, let's say you're applying for a freelance role to design websites. What they will look for is, have you ever designed a website before?
Yeah.
Is that website just a design, or did it actually go out live? Did users actually use it? And is it available? Can I type it in my browser and see it? That is proof of work. You can have multiple websites on your thing. But if you're applying for a role of, let's say, somebody who does ads on Instagram, not really UI UX design, more of graphic design, then they don't care about website. They care more about, have you designed ads before?
Creative.
If you're applying for a video editor role, you need to have different proof of work.
Yeah.
So instead of thinking of a portfolio as this one single thing, think about it from the perspective of what do you want from it. You want certain types of things, like certain types of roles, and it could be multiple. You could be applying for multiple types of projects. You have enough proof of work to show that you've done something in each of these fields, such that the client on the other side feels a certain amount of confidence that this person will be able to do it.
What tip you want to give to the aspiring UI UX designer, and what is the future of this industry?
So my main tip would be that you might, as an aspiring designer, you might think that, okay, degree is not necessary. It would be good if I had it. There's no harm in it.
Yeah.
You might think कि जरूरी नहीं है, but कर लेते हैं. But here's the point. Even if you do a degree, you might not be better than somebody who hasn't done it. A degree doesn't mean that you will get hired because you have a degree, right? So the main very important thing, every single successful designer I know has figured out one thing that has worked for them. It's not a degree, but it's the ability to self-learn, which is, can you create your own feedback loops where you study something, put it out, learn something from it, and then do it again. And even if you are in college, teachers aren't going to do this for you. You'll still have to do this self-learning. So that's the biggest tip I would give, just get used to self-learning, get used to creating these feedback loops for yourself. And besides that, for the future, I would say you should think about it in terms of this. Just 2 or 3 years ago, when Jio didn't exist, India was totally different, right?
And
India was totally different from what it is today. 5 years ago, totally different. There was no Swiggy, for example. You couldn't order food. You had to call up Domino's and do it. We're entering a stage where more people have access to digital services, to internet. They can watch videos. They have really cheap internet. And as a developing country, we're sort of leveling up in terms of income as well, which is people will be spending a lot of their time and money online, which is, with COVID, we've seen a lot of parents who are previously like, online shopping, we're never going to do it. Now they're doing it a lot more. So COVID has sort of accelerated that as well. So the future is that there's going to be way more number of people on the internet. Specifically for India, what designers in Silicon Valley don't understand India, right? So at some level, you sitting in India, you have an advantage. You understand what the Indian mentality is. And moving forward, more things are going to happen online than not. That's a bet we can take 100%. We know for sure nobody's going to go back to calling cabs with their phone. It's going to be Uber itself. More things are going to come online. So as UI UX designer, your positioning yourself in that stream, saying that the internet is going to be big, that we are going to need people who can design things for the internet, and UI UX designers perfectly suited to do that.
All right. So it was fun having you, Abhinav, and we got like it was a fun interview, I guess, and it was fun for you as well. So let's wrap this up. And thanks for having me, asking some pretty questions. It's some questions to you.
Yeah.
So thanks, Abhinav. Thank you.
My final call to action for anybody who's watching. If you're interested, I have a free design crash course on my YouTube channel. So maybe there's a link below, but
I will give the link in the description so you guys can check. That's what.
So that's a free UI UX design course, and you can also join Discord where you can meet other people who are also in this field and get feedback.
Right. Thanks, Abhinav.